The mainstream media has been accused of working with scientists to deceive Christians, sparking a contentious debate about the role of media and science in shaping public perception. This phenomenon is often attributed to the supposed conflict between faith and science, with some arguing that the media and scientific communities are intentionally misleading Christians to undermine their beliefs. However, a closer examination of this issue reveals a more complex and nuanced reality. One of the primary reasons for this perceived collusion is the differing worldviews of scientists and Christians. Science is based on empirical evidence and the scientific method, whereas Christianity is rooted in faith and spiritual beliefs. This fundamental difference can lead to conflicts and misunderstandings, as scientists may view Christian beliefs as unproven or unscientific. The media, in its attempt to report on scientific discoveries and advancements, may inadvertently perpetuate these misunderstandings by presenting scientific findings in a way that is perceived as contradictory to Christian teachings. For instance, the theory of evolution is often seen as a threat to Christian beliefs about creation. Scientists, through their research and findings, have consistently supported the theory of evolution as the most plausible explanation for the diversity of life on Earth. However, some Christians interpret this as an attack on their faith, leading to a perception that the media and scientific communities are working together to undermine their beliefs. In reality, scientists are simply presenting their findings based on empirical evidence without any intention of attacking or deceiving Christians. Another factor contributing to this perceived deception is the media's tendency to sensationalize and oversimplify complex scientific issues. In their pursuit of ratings and readership, media outlets may exaggerate or distort scientific findings to make them more appealing to a broader audience. This can lead to the spread of misinformation and misconceptions about scientific topics, which can be particularly damaging when it comes to sensitive issues like faith and religion. Christians, already skeptical of the media and scientific communities, may view these sensationalized reports as further evidence of a conspiracy to deceive them. Furthermore, the relationship between the media and scientific communities is often more complex than a simple collaborative effort to deceive Christians. Scientists rely on the media to communicate their findings to the public, and the media relies on scientists to provide accurate and reliable information. While there may be individual instances of bias or misinformation, it is unfair to assume that the entire media and scientific communities are working together to deceive Christians. In fact, many scientists and journalists are themselves Christians, and they strive to present accurate and balanced information that respects the diversity of beliefs and worldviews. It is also important to recognize that the Christian community is not a monolithic entity, and there are many different interpretations and perspectives within Christianity. Some Christian denominations and individuals are more open to scientific inquiry and the idea of evolution, while others may be more skeptical. The media and scientific community should strive to engage with and respect this diversity of perspectives, rather than perpetuating a simplistic and inaccurate narrative of conflict between faith and science. In conclusion, the notion that the mainstream media is working with scientists to deceive Christians is a complex and multifaceted issue. While there may be instances of bias and misinformation, it is unfair to assume that the entire media and scientific communities are engaged in a conspiracy to undermine Christian beliefs. The differing worldviews of scientists and Christians, the media's tendency to sensationalize and oversimplify complex issues, and the complex relationship between the media and scientific communities all contribute to this perceived deception. Ultimately, it is essential to promote a more nuanced and respectful dialogue between the media, scientific communities, and Christian denominations, recognizing the diversity of perspectives and beliefs that exist within each group. By doing so, we can work towards a more informed and empathetic public discourse, one that values the pursuit of knowledge and understanding while respecting the diversity of human experience and belief.